started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Productive play on first down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Still looking on the move. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Collins. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. He'll set up to throw. Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job on this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Badgers are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. He's got it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Complete on third down. The Badgers have a first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go forward in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Badger! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Snap in the shotgun. Coming after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got his man. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of...
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run at the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Forced out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Hand off from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. The hand to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. The give on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The give to the tailback. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
4th down.
Ready?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Wisconsin 21, Alabama 0.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. Afterburner's coming. Slithers into space. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 18 to Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. Flushed out of the pocket. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to the air one more time, using the quick game. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the air on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. No good place for a turnover.
The Badgers
It is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Badger! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Lining up to add another.
kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away.
14.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Brings up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking to throw on second down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now, to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you